Good evening. We continue the session that we have ended shortly. The sex determining chromosomes. That's why is been two different denoted by two different letters in English alphabet. The similar shape chromosomes, those who are termed as X chromosome, and the dissimilar shaped chromosome is termed as Y chromosome. That means what? In case of a male, the 23rd pair of chromosome happen to be XY, whereas in case of female, the 23rd pair will be XX. So when there is a 23rd pair XY, it is a male, and when that is XX, it is a female. Now this, during the time of this also can be explained that how it is happening, because we all know that you have studied in meiosis that when there is diploid cells are producing gametes, they are separating into haploid set, and when they are separating into haploid set, in case of females, the 23 chromosomes in each ovum become same because they are having both X chromosomes. So one ovum, it contains the sex chromosome X, another ovum produced by the same meiosis is also X. Whereas in case of males, by the process of meiosis, when they produce the gametes, that means sperms, these sperms are getting into haploid set, and one sperm is getting the X chromosome of the XY set, whereas the other sperm produced from the same meiosis containing Y chromosome of the sex chromosome. That means the total number of gametes produced is divided into 50-50 parts, where 50% receives the X chromosome and 50% receive the Y chromosome. Now, how does an individual, when it forms by reproduction, by fertilization, that during fertilization, what you have studied earlier is fertilization means what? Means one sperm fused with one ovum. That is actually fertilization. So in case of that event of fertilization, one ovum, that is always to be X chromosome, either of this, will definitely either be fertilized by X containing sperm or maybe fertilized by Y containing sperm. If that ovum is fertilized by X containing sperm, then it is going to be a girl child, XX. If on the other hand, the X containing chromosome ovum is fertilized by Y containing sperm, then the 23rd pair of that new zygote is going to be an individual, becomes XY, and that individual is going to come will be a male child. This is the process of sex determination, how the sex is being produced. So therefore it can nicely be explained by a cross, as we do crosses in genes in case of Mendelian crosses. This also can be explained by a cross. Just ask it, the cross is this: if the father and the mother, their sex determining chromosomes are XY and XX, and when during the time of gamete formation, in case of male it is separated XY, and in case of female it is XX, and there is just a matter of chance whether one X chromosome containing sperm will fertilize the X chromosome containing ovum, or the Y chromosome containing sperm will fertilize the X chromosome containing ovum, and as a result it will be produced either girl child or boy child. Let us focus on to the cross for sex determination. If the father is, consider the father is XY, that is father, and mother is XX. During the time of gametes, possibility of two types of gametes is X and Y. 50% becomes X, 50% Y. In case of females, all the gametes will contain only one X chromosome. During the time of cross, all kinds of possibility of cross when it is considered, if X chromosome containing sperm fuse with X chromosome containing ovum, it is a girl child, XX. If that X chromosome containing sperm again fuse with that, again it is a girl child. But if the Y containing sperm fuses with X containing ovum, it is XY, the boy child. And again Y containing sperm crosses with X containing, again it is XY, it is a boy. That means whether the child will be a boy or a girl is absolutely depending upon the sperm which is going to fertilize the ovum. That means father is actually responsible for producing male child or girl child. It is not the mother. And also there is no definite rule that whether X chromosome will go for fertilization or Y chromosome will go for fertilization. It's just a matter of chance whether Y chromosome fertilizes the ovum or X chromosome fertilizes the ovum. This clarifies a number of wrong concepts in our mind that we have been carrying from time immemorial, that female mothers are responsible for girl child and so on so forth, is absolutely wrong. It is the father who is responsible, but he is also cannot control whether which chromosome will go and fertilize the ovum, either X or Y. If it goes Y, it will be male child. If it is X, it will be female child. So this is called sex determination. Next part that we go into, we actually get into the process of Mendelian process or Mendelism. Gregor Mendel selected garden pea for his crosses. Now, question is, why garden pea? Before that, I would like to tell you, garden pea, scientifically known as Pisum sativum. Always remember this name. Garden pea, which he used for his crosses, is scientifically known as Pisum sativum. Please note that. Mendel selected garden pea for his crosses. The plant garden pea scientific name is Pisum sativum. Always remember that. Frequently this question is asked in any of the exams. Now, question is, why Mendel has chosen only pea? He could choose any other plant, many other plants were there. Was there a definite reason? It was. Not only one, there are a number of reasons why Mendel selected garden pea for his cross. The points of reasons are, number one, in case of garden pea, many varieties are available, alternative forms. Like I tell you, some plants are found to be having white flower, some plants are found to be having purple flower, some plants are tall in height, some plants are dwarf in height, some plants are having axial flower, some plants are having terminal flower, some plants are having seeds which green in color, some plants are producing seeds yellow in color, and so on, many of them. So he got a chance to repeat to observe the results of the crosses and confirm the fact of the laws of genetics, what he put forward after observing this process. Number two, varieties are available in pure form. This is a very interesting one. Pure form means what? Pure form means homozygous condition. I will give you the definition of homozygous and prozygous later. Homozygous condition means the two genes that control one particular character If they are same to same, then the condition is pure form or homozygous condition. And in case of the pea plants, these pure forms are available and they can repeat the generation. Same, pure form produce pure form. That is bred true. That is called bred true. Produce same type of generation, one after the other. Third reason was peas normally perform self-pollination because they are having both the anthers and stigmas. Both androecium and gynoecium is present together in a flower. So therefore, but if you remove one of the set, then androecium removed or gynoecium removed, you can impose cross-pollination in them. That was the important point. And the fourth factor is the lifespan of pea plants are very short. In 1 year, 2 crops can be produced. So in a year, he could cross and get the results 2 times. So these are the reasons why Mendel have selected pea plants. Please note down this. Why Mendel selected garden pea for his cross? Mendel selected garden peas because number 1, many varieties were available with contrasting traits. Number 2, varieties are available in pure form that bred true, means repeat, that is produce same type generation after generation. Number 3, peas normally self-pollinated because pea flowers are bisexual but could be prevented by removing any one of the reproductive part and cross-pollination can be imposed. And number 4, lifespan of pea plants are very short. 2 crops can be produced in a year. We will continue this in the next video.